describes all the
On our way to
stories
Qumran.
that,
Amr is explaining Qumran and the Essenes and the
actually
Dead Sea
discuss
Scrolls.
the matters of the Essean community, describes the way of life, what occupies them during the day, their teachings, the interpretation of the Old Testament by their rabbis, and so on and so forth. And it describes how they lived, and from there we learn that they were only 50 men when they first came to this spot that we're going to visit, and they have left everything behind, their families, their children.
You know, it's hot out there, but this is where he lived. And I was explaining that John lived out here in camel hair robes and leather belt, and he probably looked like a wild man, sweaty and tanned, and he ate a very crude diet of grasshoppers and honey. And I just jokingly said, and I love to live the Bible in the Holy Land, and if anybody catches a grasshopper, I'll eat it. Well, 4 guys went on a mission, and they came back a little bit later with this big 4-inch wiggly grasshopper. And Janet said, "What are you going to do now, Steve?" I said, "I'm going to live the Bible in the Holy Land." So everybody got their video cameras ready. Amr said, "This is disgusting," and he left. And I just opened my mouth, and with him kicking and wiggling, I chucked him in and chewed him up and swallowed him. And all the girls, all the women screamed, but I kept my promise, and I lived the Bible in the Holy Land, and it tastes like chicken. And now I know why John the Baptist ate the locust with wild honey.
And why he didn't live here too long.
Yeah, why he didn't stay down here too long. But, you know, interestingly enough, the Jews had a very limited diet. There was a lot of things they could eat and couldn't eat, and only a few things that they could eat. And one of the things, Leviticus 11, verse 22, anything that hops on its back legs, an insect, grasshoppers, crickets, and locusts were clean, edible foods for the Jews. So you obviously ate what you could because you had a limited diet and are very good in protein. And I'm convinced that all the Jews ate grasshoppers. That was part of their diet. The Blessed Mother probably ate grasshoppers. And I mean, you don't think that way, you know, Mary eating but they probably broiled them, or in Africa they do this all the time. They eat after that. I'll let Father say a few words.
It's a video. That's all right. What do you think of the Dead Sea? Go ahead, tell me.
Squishy.
I can see you're floating.
Yes, we are. On our feet.
You're walking on the water.
We're walking on water.
Does anybody want a martini?
Yeah.
Okay, all of our people, raise your hands and wave. Do you love being Catholic?
Yes.
There they all are out floating. They're all amazed. Is that you out there, Tony? Look at these guys out there. That's the fun part. So what'd you think, Bill?
It was wonderful.
First
Best ride I've ever had.
Did you feel like Abraham?
I did. I look like him too, right?
You can scream, it's okay. Get up there.
Oh, not too bad once you get up.
Thanks.
I don't know what to do with my camera. Just give me my camera.
Whoa, almost got run over.
Take another.
Whoa. All right, give us a wave.
Well, in the morning, early on Friday. So that is more or less what we're doing tomorrow. And of course, the
Heading back
details-
up to Jerusalem.
The details will